Cronquist.
And I'm your host, John Morgan, and you're now watching Study Break.
You are. I hope you guys didn't miss us too much. Thank you for all of our fan mail, by the way.
Yep. We're back now, and I had an awesome spring break, but it feels great to be back in the studio. What did you do for spring break?
You know, I did the typical spring break thing. I went to California, where I live actually, in Southern California. Went to the beach, did some laying out, the shopping, you know, total girl stuff. What about you?
That's like girl stuff, but I totally did man stuff. I went out to a ski golf course and did shooting shotguns and clay pigeons. It was really fun. I actually have a video. I actually have a video.
Oh, you do? Okay, let's check it out.
All right. Pull.
Nice.
All right.
Wow.
I know, right?
You can make sure to take me next time you do that, because that was awesome.
All right, it was really, really fun. I had a blast.
How many did you end up shooting?
I only got about 37 out of 150, but you know, it's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe some practice.
Yeah,
Interesting. Well, I hope everyone had an amazing spring break like us. We have a great lineup for you guys today to show you what's going on around campus.
Oh yeah, but first we have Zach here to talk about the biggest music festival in North America.
The biggest.
Happening next week.
It's called Ultra. Take it away, Zach.
Welcome back, Steady Break fans. It's been quite some time since we've last seen one another, but I got some great epic new songs to share with you, along with some very, very exciting news as far as this week goes. So for those who have a love and passion for electronic dance music, this week is Miami Music Week in Miami, Florida. Most importantly, the countdown to Ultra Music Festival has finally reached its last few days, and it's going to be bigger than ever. For everyone who is not familiar with Ultra, this 3-day outdoor festival is considered to be the best dance music festival in the world, where all the best DJs and producers from all over the globe have come to downtown Miami to perform on the most high-tech, visually captivating production stages ever built, with the goal of stimulating the senses of over 200,000 people. After winning the International Dance Music Awards for Best Dance Music Festival 5 years in a row, along with selling out tickets in record time each year, Ultra has become a remarkably special event for all EDM fans globally. As far as this year goes, artists such as Tiesto, Skrillex, Pretty Lights, Wolfgang Gartner, Avicii, Justice, David Guetta, Cascade, Bass Nectar, and Armin van Buuren are only a few of the hundreds of artists performing over the course of the 3-day festival. Because of the massively growing interest in electronic dance music, not only will all the sets on the main stage at Ultra be aired on XM Radio, the festival will also be streamed live on YouTube for your enjoyment. So whether you are going or not, maybe I'll see you there, or maybe I'll see you personally fist pumping in the crowd with everyone. Now getting down to what we know best, the music in and of itself. This week I have 3 original mixes that I believe best describe some of the anthems we might and hopefully will be hearing at Ultra Music Festival. This first song is called Chasing Summers by the electro trance king himself, Tiesto! Not only does the title perfectly illustrate this time of spring creeping its way into summer, it might just be the opening song to Tiesto's set on Friday. And believe me when I tell you, this is something that I highly recommend you do not miss, whether you are going to Ultra or just watching it on YouTube. Next, we have a brand new gem put out by the infamous 3-man group, Swedish House Mafia. The song is called Greyhound, and unlike the Swedish House Anthem's signature sound these guys are known for, this one has more of an energy-filled, electrifying feeling to it that immediately gets you going from the get-go. And lastly, we have Troll, put out by a rising EDM producer named Quilnez. Not only does this original mix satisfy the need for an epic build we find in almost all EDM productions, it has a very sharp, pulse-pounding electro drop that is sure to knock the socks off your feet. That's all I have for you guys this week. I encourage everyone who has XM radio and internet access to tune in what is about to be a monumental time for EDM fans all over the world. I'm Zach, bringing you your weekly dose of tunage. We'll see you next time.
I'm here with Britt and Nagy, our fashionista, to talk a little bit about the transition from fall to spring and what colors are hot this season. So what do you have for us today, Britton?
Thanks, Sarah. To start us off, I have a great tutorial for you guys to show you how to mix your own foundation and concealer.
Okay, that sounds great. Now tell us a little bit about why and when we need to do this.
Well, this can be done any time of the year, but it's especially important during those transition months from winter to spring. As the weather gets warmer and the sun starts shining, we typically find ourselves outdoors a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Naturally, our skin tone changes as it takes in the sun. Mixing foundation colors ensures that you get just the right shade of makeup every time.
Okay, that's really convenient because instead of buying our own makeup, again, we can just have our own and mix it together, right?
That's exactly right.
Awesome.
First things first, we need to determine exactly what we need our foundation to do and which shades to mix. I tend to have a little redness in my skin, so for my winter shade, I like to take a color that has a little bit of more yellow undertone to reduce that. And for my summer shade, I like to take a heavier foundation that's much darker, so when I experience the in-between stages, then I can just mix the two.
Yeah, so you're saying that it's helpful to have a lighter foundation and a darker foundation?
That's exactly right. And it's important to have at least one of your two shades thinner than the other one. You can choose to keep both of them thin for a small coverage application, but you should never use two heavy coverage foundations. This is only going to look cakey when you mix it together.
That makes sense. So is there anything I do before we start mixing?
There is. The first step is to heat up the makeup.
Okay.
It's really important to create that perfect shade and get a really even blend of color. There's two ways you can do this. Number one is to heat it up using the microwave, which sounds kind of silly, but it definitely works.
That's interesting.
The second way is to run your foundation tube or bottle under hot, hot water. But remember, as soon as the makeup is heated, you're going to have to start working really quickly.
Yeah. Okay, so after we heat it up, do I mix it with my fingers or do I have a certain brush that I need to use?
Well, first we want the makeup to cool together. So keeping it on your fingers is going to take a lot longer because of the heat in your hands. So what I like to do is take a plastic Ziploc bag and put two of my colors there and then use a brush to mix them together to get the perfect shade.
Okay.
By the time you're finished, the makeup should be cool enough to start applying to your face. And I like to keep it simple by using my fingers to apply it.
Yeah.
But be sure to save a little bit for concealer.
So I'm guessing we're going to be using the foundation as our concealer as well?
That's right. As you're applying the makeup as foundation, the rest of it is drying out because it's subject to the air.
Yeah.
So it's getting a lot thicker, which is perfect for concealer. So all you're going to do is take a small brush and get some on the tip and then apply it to any problem areas you have.
Okay, that's a really convenient way to manage the changing of our skin tones too, because we don't have to go out and buy them, we just have them already there.
It really is, and a perfectly matched skin tone will definitely complement all those bright, bold colors of the spring season.
Yeah. Now that you said bright colors are really hot this season. If it has to do with your nail color, your shoes, your pants, and especially t-shirts.
Well, this year I think we'll be seeing a lot of bold, futuristic prints. Dresses, shirts, you name it. We'll see tons of bright, vibrant colors in block styles. And I think you'll notice that oranges and tangerines will be especially hot this season.
Yeah, I love the bright colors. And thank you so much for coming today. I've learned so much with what to wear for our bright colors and how to transition from fall to spring with our makeup.
No problem, Sarah. And for all our viewers out there, keeping you up to date on the hottest trends and styles, I'm Britton Nagy, your fashionista.
Thank you, Britton. Up next, we have Spencer, our game expert, here to talk about the biggest game of the year, Mass Effect 3. I was actually playing it before I came here in the studio, and I'm still stuck on that Mars level. God, I can't get my hands on that. But Spencer, let's see what you have to say about it.
Hello and welcome to Hit Points. Recently, one of the most anticipated games of the year was released. I'm talking, of course, about Mass Effect 3, the final chapter in the Commander Shepard trilogy. I'm going to start off by saying that if you haven't played a Mass Effect game, you really need to do so. Mass Effect is probably the most well-written, player-driven stories in any game series to date, and few games have as flexible a storyline as this series. Mass Effect 1 and 2 introduce you to the characters and set up the story for the final conflict between Commander Shepard and the Reapers, a transgalactic inorganic force that cleanses the galaxy of all space-faring life forms every 50,000 years. Mass Effect 3 is the grand culmination of nearly 5 years of storytelling, bringing all of Commander Shepard's actions and choices to a final epic climax. While it may not look like much has changed between Mass Effect 2 and 3, the experience is far from the same. The game introduces you to a new cast of characters, varying in size depending on how much of your crew survived the finale of Mass Effect 2, and a lot of familiar faces also make appearances throughout the game. As is usual with a Mass Effect game, every character has their own backstory and extensive dialogue options to explore, and even listening into the chatter in the background of the Citadel, a central galactic hub for all species, can introduce the player to all kinds of small subplots. For those more interested in shooting things, Mass Effect 3 also has plenty of that, serving as a third-person squad-based shooter that gets pretty tough towards the end. The game does a good job of making you juggle the abilities of your squad mates in order to make it through some of the larger firefights. and some of the tougher enemies alone can require fierce coordination to take down. There are a variety of weapons to choose from, each being upgradable, as well as abilities that both Shepard and his or her squad can unlock and upgrade. The gameplay and story both come together to create a truly great game, and anyone who has enjoyed other previous titles would be missing out without it. However, no game is perfect, and there are a number of graphical glitches that, while not being game-breaking, can still pull you from the immersion that the game offers. Apart from that, there is a big controversy over the ending, which many players agree is not varied enough, something that seems out of place in the series. I myself found the ending a little disappointing, but BioWare seems to be listening to the complaints and have promised more to come for fans of the game. Overall, despite what holds this game back, it's still one of the best games and best series I've ever played, and the emotion that it evokes is unrivaled in the gaming world. I still give the game a 9.5 and highly recommend it to anyone who fancies themselves a gamer. That's it for today. Join me next time to see what's new in gaming.
Hey guys, it's Brittany Joyner again, back from Campus Activities team. We have some exciting events coming up for our students. Actually, we have our karaoke night. So if you're interested in karaoke and you missed it all semester and last semester as well, this is your last chance to get involved. It's going to be from 8 to 11 on the 21st in the University Center in our arcade. So come by and sing your favorite song. Also, we're having a cat trivia night on the 23rd, and this is an opportunity to show how much you know about High Point University. So come out on the 23rd. It's going to be at 7 p.m. in the Point, and test your knowledge about High Point University. We're going to have some wonderful prizes so you can win great things. Also, we have a golf outing happening on the 24th for our students as well. So if you love golfing, we're actually taking students by bus to a local golf course, and so you can sign up at the campus concierge and you can go on a golf outing. We're going at 1 and at 3:30, so you can just pick whatever time you want to go, and drinks and of course transportation will be provided. Also, if you are all about the Hunger Games, we have something for you too. We're also taking our students to see the Hunger Games on the 23rd at 8:30. You can sign up at Campus Concierge, and we're actually taking our students for free, so you don't have to pay anything unless you want popcorn, of course. That's on you. So keep looking at our Campus Activities team calendar to see different events coming up and to participate in games that are going on campus as well. And I hope to see you next time.
Thank you guys for watching this week's episode of Study Break.
Hold up. Random fact of the day. The world record for longest paper airplane flight was just broken this past couple weeks.
Oh, was it?
So, yeah, pretty cool.
Interesting. Nice little random fact for us.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you guys stay tuned in 2 weeks for our next episode. And remember, next time you want to relax, take
Take
a
a study
study break.
Woo! Whoa!